Hello, welcome to my video this week. I wanted to talk about something that has been brought to my attention recently, and that is this topic of being relatable to each other between generations, and I guess within the same generation. So I was born in 1981, so there's a fight in my household. Well, I've just given up because my husband made a good point. Am I Generation X or am I a millennial? And he said that millennials value experiences over possessions. And that's definitely where I fall. So I'm okay with it, even though my siblings are Generation Xers, and I had grandparents that fought in World War II. I guess I'm a little bit of both. I don't know. You could tell me what you think I am. Just don't call me a boomer like my nephew did. I won't even go there because that was a moment where I had to tell him that I was cooler than he was. And that didn't go over well. But, all of this new Gen Z, Gen Alpha slang, which, you can't avoid it. It's just like, Pauly Shore invented it in the 90s. It's nothing new. And they're taking words that already exist and applying new meaning to them. And no, that word doesn't mean an image. That word means what it means. So, and then there's this huge gap of being able to relate to each other because there's no point of reference for anything in pop culture. Like, they might know what something is because they saw a little clip on it, a little clip of it online. So they know that. Or if there's a remake of a movie, or new products coming out referencing that TV show or movie or band, t-shirts and all that stuff. That's what they know. They just know like thumbnail images of things, not what they actually are and what they mean and why people love them so much. So, I talk to people that are, 20 or so years younger than me and younger than that. And even some of my contemporaries, I know that they haven't seen a lot of the movies that made us the weirdos that our generation is today. Made us intelligent and humorous. A part of being intelligent is the ability to use your sense of humor, I think, to navigate conversations and situations and just kind of fit in and read a room and all this stuff. But, it's sad because the minute that you try to quote something, nobody knows what you're talking about. And nobody understands most of the words that I say because sometimes I use, the vocabulary that I was given with going through school. And it's just a shame because I think of, it makes me think of like the Disney parks and how they just always have to put what's new and what's relevant, with their IPs in their parks, instead of just saying, you know what? It's a small world. That's just what it is. We don't need a movie about it. People don't need to understand what it is to have fun or appreciate it. They don't care. They're in Disney World and they want to go on everything. And I mean, maybe I don't think that their attendance is dropping because of that, personally, and I'm sure a lot of you agree with that, but they just want to go because it's fun, just like anybody else wants to go. But it's a shame because nobody wants to take the time to watch a TV show or to watch a movie. And they will during Halloween. I will say that they will embrace horror movies. They'll watch those. But there's a lot of things that they won't, that they just don't think that they need to see. I don't know why. Maybe because they look dated. But I think that once you can get past that and start watching something, you'll see that, wow, you know, these people are cool, you know, the actors, how they were, you know, just so real and so raw and just so good at what they were doing. And the storyline is way more complex than a lot of storylines that we get today. So I was, you know, talking to my husband about, you know, back in the day, long time ago, in Europe and Italy, you know, those masters that created all those amazing paintings, those were the creative masters of their day. And now, our generation, it's people that make movies and TV. A lot of them, not all of them, but just the technology and the storytelling and the ideas that go into this, those are the masters of our day. Even the ability to act on a green screen or act with a puppet. You know, it is magic. And people might say, you know, that other things, you know, relative to the time that they were alive were magic because they just couldn't understand how they were done. So to just completely discount something, or to read an article and say that movie sucked, so I'm not going to watch it, and to completely discount the effort and everything, and to appreciate, you know, that moment in time when something was made, you know, for everybody. Not because people had to do it, it's because they wanted to do it. So, you know, I'm wearing my Spaceballs shirt today. And a little fun story about me is when I was a kid and this was popular, this is one of my favorite movies. And I literally thought it was Star Wars until I had boyfriends that taught me about what Star Wars was. As I got older, I started to know what Star Wars really was. But this was my Star Wars. And I freaking love the movie Mannequin. I watched that movie so many times. My favorite movie, well, one of them is probably Dirty Dancing, and I wasn't allowed to watch it till I was older. And, you know, there's so many awesome references in that movie. There's just so much raw energy, just amazing talent, you know, and the conditions that they went through to make that movie. You know, and I guess it's good that they are starting to make new versions of these movies or sequels to these movies. Mad Max, I never, you know, I didn't watch that when I was a kid. But when the new Mad Max came out, I don't know when that was, 5-7 years ago. I don't think it was that long ago. My husband, you know, we watched the original Mad Max movies. So I knew going into it. And the same thing happened with Star Wars. When Star Wars came out, I had to watch all of them in his idea of what the order of the movie should be watched in. But anyway, you know, we watched Mad Max. And when I went to go see that Mad Max movie, I was blown away. And it still is one of my favorite movies. So I just have yet to watch the newest one. But I will watch it. So I just think that whenever you are bored, maybe, you know, like, don't continue to watch movies. Like, you should learn either how to do something, not movies, but whatever. It's the end of the day on Friday. I'm a little, as my nephew likes to say, cooked. But I'm not that bad. But what I meant to say is, when you're on your phone and you're going to watch another video about nothing, just pure entertainment, or learn more, what I tell my daughter, or REEL facts, real facts, not actual real facts, REAL facts. Before you go brainwash yourself with some nonsense more, maybe you should put a movie on in the background or a TV show and watch that. So when somebody else that's cool that you like starts talking to you about something, or somebody's parents your boyfriend's, girlfriend's parents, or anybody brings something up, you will impress them if you know what they're talking about. And you can share in that and watch together and appreciate it. It's like a book club. But instead it's like a movie club, like a TV show. Like when you go hang out with your friends, like I hang out with my friends or family members, I'll ask them, oh, what are you watching right now? And if it's something that we're both watching or we've seen before, we can talk about it. And it really does close that gap. I'm sorry my chair is so squeaky. But anyway, it's important to try to relate to people however you can, whether it's through food, and food is a whole other subject about picking and choosing what it is you think you don't like and don't want to share in, or, you know, being highly critical of something that you know nothing about, which is really common too. So yes, stop wasting so much time, you know, like this video, like, why are you watching this right now? You could be watching a movie, but I mean, you're not watching this because nobody is. I just had something to say and I had to get off my chest, and I said I'd make a video because, you know, these ideas and these thoughts pile up in my head, and, you know, of course, I think I'm hilarious, but I wanted to share it. The other thing I wanted to talk about this week is just such a heavy, touchy subject that I just not ready to discuss it yet. So stay tuned for that. And thanks for watching, and go watch a movie, go watch some TV shows from before now, like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Just do it. Get hooked on something. Become an interesting person. Know stuff. Don't just wear the t-shirt. Listen to the bands. Get the CD, get the vinyl, listen to the entire album, watch the music video, feel what they felt, feel what they're talking about. And I hope that you become better as a part of that. So anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.